I tightened this canvas by spraying water on the back 3 years ago. Was it a permanent solution? Well, not exactly. It got kind of loose again eventually. I don't think it's as bad as it was before the water though, but it did slightly loosen over time, so I want to try tightening it again. But let's try a different method this time. There's no space for stretcher bars in this wooden frame, so we can't do that, but I recently stumbled upon something else that might help. I had a canvas that I re-stretched myself and it turned out loose after stapling the canvas to the wooden frame. But I accidentally tightened it with the next step that I did to the front of the canvas. But that was an unpainted canvas, and since this one is already painted, I can't do it to the front. I have to do it to the back side instead, and let's see what happens. So I primed the back of the canvas with gesso, and the canvas seems to be really soaking in the gesso. I'm using more gesso than I thought I would. I'm trying to make sure to cover all the corners and edges. It's looking pretty patchy, but it's the back side that no one's going to see anyway, so we don't care. And then I let it dry with the back side up.
2 hours later.
After letting it dry for 2 hours, I did not notice a huge difference. The canvas surface on the back was harder, but still a little loose. So I did a second coat. The first coat I painted horizontal, so this one is vertical. Now I let it dry overnight.
The next day.
This is the canvas after 2 coats of gesso on the back. This canvas did get firmer from the gesso. It doesn't flop as much anymore, but I would say the difference on the canvas where I primed the front and the sides was much bigger than on this one where I just primed the back. But you can still feel the difference. I had forgotten how saggy this canvas was before the water spraying. So now that I'm looking back at the old footage while editing and comparing it to the new footage, I would actually say both the water spraying and gesso do work, and the effect of the water spraying is pretty long term. It was not completely lost over the years, since the canvas didn't start sagging again so much you'd actually see the shadows on the painting. So both options are worth trying if you have a loose canvas. But what if you're not happy with the painting and want to reuse the canvas for a new painting? Well, here's how to do it even if you're painting over it in a different medium, like acrylics over an oil painting. See you there!